behalf of the New Jersey Devils organization and our ownership group, Josh Harris and David Blitzer, I want to thank the City of Chicago, John McDonough, Mr. Wertz. Also want to say hello to our tremendous fans back in Newark, New Jersey at our draft festival. With our first selection in the 2017 entry draft, the New Jersey Devils are proud to welcome from the Halifax Mooseheads, Nico Hischier.
If you look back a year ago, this is a massive shock. Not so much in the last couple of months, but where Nico Hischier has come from, it's not left field, but it's deep shortstop.
Well, no question about it. And you think about going back to him playing with men a couple of years ago for Guy Boucher in the Burn system and then making his way to the Halifax Mooseheads. But the Halifax Mooseheads must know what they're doing. Cam Russell and Bobby Smith, the group there, have selected Nikolai Ehlers, Timo Meier, another Swiss player, Jonathan Drouin, Nathan McKinnon. And when you talk to their coaching staff, what they say about Nico Hischier is the fact that his game is more rounded than all of those players at this age. Doesn't mean that he's going to be one of those players, but at this age, for those other guys, this guy's a more rounded player.
Super emotional after the pick, too. The highest Swiss-born player ever to be picked in the National Hockey League draft. And, you know, when you look at Nico Hischier and the way he climbed and the pressure that he was under, that's the most impressive thing for me. He heard the noise, but he went through that noise and played his best hockey right down the stretches. The bigger stage for him, the bigger he played. That told me that he was a tremendous hockey player and going to move forward. Great pick by the New Jersey Devils.
38 goals this year, 86 points, Rookie of the Year in the QMJHL. There's so little to separate between themselves. His family goes through a multitude of emotions just as a family member, and then you just think about what's at stake here and what this means to Swiss hockey. He loves the shootout. He would watch Pavel Datsuk's highlights from the KHL, and he's a 200-foot player. When you're comparing a Canadian kid to the Euros, a lot of times say the Euros got some flair. He ticks off all the boxes.
No question about it. And I think his coming out party, you go back to the World Juniors, in particular the game against the U.S., where he was so dynamic that he almost single-handedly beat the U.S. in that game. Of course, the U.S. went on to beat Canada and win gold. But Bob Motzko, the head coach at St. Cloud, who was the head coach for the U.S., said, this guy was the best guy we faced all tournament long. And I think that speaks volumes coming from a gold medal winning coach.
And, you know, for me, it's the balance points. When you watch him play the game, he makes it look effortless, the way he moves, because he's so strong on his edges and the balance points that he has. And for me, that just tells me it's a guy that's really put together in that direction. Not so dynamic necessarily, but he gets the job done every time.
He's a player that the more you watch, the more you enjoy. Yep. He's got this dedication and this commitment that makes him a coach's dream. But when you look at the next level, what do you think he can progress to? If we don't have that generational talent this year, what is Nico Hischier?
Well, the National Hockey League is such a copycat league. When the LA Kings won, everyone said we have to go big. When the Pittsburgh Penguins won, we said we have to go small and speedy. But I look at Nashville against Pittsburgh, and you feel just how fast the game was, the speed of the game. And I think Nico Hischier is able to bring that to the game. Handle the puck at high speeds. Puck possession type of guy. Make sure you're carrying the puck as opposed to dumping it in and chasing it, and he fits that bill.
Down to Jeff Merrick, who's got the family connection. Jeff?
Yeah, Darren, thanks very much. And Nico Hischier's father just handed me this card. This is Nico Hischier at 9 years old wearing a New Jersey Devils jersey. Perhaps some foreshadowing of what we've seen so far this evening as he goes first overall. Standing by with brother Luca. Who's more nervous, you or Nico today?
I think right now it's me. Before also I was pretty nervous too. I think the whole family. Nico also, I never saw him like that. But now it's good. We enjoy the evening.
He wears number 13, not for Pavel Datsuk, although that is his favorite player. He says he wears number 13 for you. What's your relationship like with Nico?
So, I have a really good relationship with him. He's like my best friend. We can talk like everything, and also in private, and not just hockey. It's just he's just my best friend.
It's wonderful to see a wonderful family moment. Congratulations to the Hischier family. Elliot.
If Ray Shero had two choices, whether or not to keep the pick or whether or not, and which player to take, first of all, did anyone even tempt you in terms of trading the pick?
No, they really didn't, Elliot. And I think, we were pretty focused on Nico the entire time, and the chance to maybe trade down and collect assets doing that, at the end it didn't make sense to us, obviously. So I'm thrilled to get Nico here at number one. It's a big thing for our franchise.
You said that you were focused on him the whole time. What did you like that made him the edge?
Well, I mean, I say that respectfully. It was a hard decision coming down, and with Nolan Patrick and Cal McCarr and Heiskanen and some other, there's some very good players here. But having spent a lot of time with Nolan and Nico and even Heiskanen over in Helsinki, went to visit all these guys. You got to take the emotion out of it, because I like to take all of them. They're fantastic kids, and they're all going to be really good players in this league.
Thanks very much, Ray.
I appreciate it.
Tara?
Well, thank you very much, Elliot. Your stock kept rising throughout the year. When did you actually let yourself believe that this was a possibility?
Well, I just can't believe it right now. I mean, I'm sitting right now here and I can't believe it. And my biggest goal is playing the NHL. I know I got to work hard for that, and that I'm going to be here. That's a step goal for me, and it feels awesome. I can't describe the feelings.
You've made history. What kind of party is happening in your hometown in Switzerland?
Well, a couple of my buddies for sure are going to look this draft, and they're going to be happy for me 100%, and it's just awesome. I feel awesome, yeah.
Nico, congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
Darren?
Tara, thank you. The Philadelphia Flyers have the second overall pick, jumping up 13